We're going to do these 5 examples of writing the slope-intercept form equation of the line described. Recall that slope-intercept form looks like this: y equals m, the slope, times x plus b, the y-intercept. So let's jump into the first example. We want to write the slope-intercept form equation of the line passing through these 2 points. In order to do that, we begin by finding the slope, m. The slope is just the change in y divided by the change in x. The change in y we see is, well, we go from 4 to 10, so that's 10 minus 4. And as far as x goes, we go from 1 to 3, so divide by 3 minus 1. Again, slope is just the change in y divided by change in x, so that's where this is coming from. 10 minus 4 is 6, 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is 6 over 2, which is 3. That's the slope. So our line looks like this: y equals 3x plus b. All that remains is to find b, that y-intercept. In order to figure out what b is, we'll just take this equation with what we know so far and plug either of these points in. Let's say we choose 1, 4. You could also pick 3, 10, and you would get the same answer. Plugging this point, 1, 4, into the equation, we would have that y is 4, and this has to equal 3, the slope, times 1, that's x, plus b. Hence, 4 equals 3 plus b, and so subtracting 3 from both sides, we would find that 1 is b. So the line we're looking for is y equals 3x plus 1. All right, let's move on to the second problem. We want to write the slope-intercept form equation of the line passing through this point with a slope of -2. This is like the previous problem, except we already know what the slope is. So our line will look like this: y equals -2x plus b. Now we can just plug in this point to solve for b. The y-coordinate given is 3, so that must equal -2, the slope, times the given x-coordinate of -4 plus b. Hence, we have that 3 equals positive 8 plus b. And so, subtracting 8 from both sides, we have that -5 equals b. And so the equation we're looking for is y equals -2x plus -5, which we may prefer to write as just -2x minus 5. And that's the equation of the line. In the next example, we're writing the equation of the horizontal line passing through -1, 1. Now, if a line is horizontal, hopefully you know that its equation looks like this: just y equals something. And we know that this has to pass through the point -1, 1. Hence, its y value has to be 1. Otherwise, there's no way it's going to hit that point. So the equation is simply y equals 1. In this case, the slope is 0, which is why we don't see that x term, because 0 times x is just 0, so there's no point putting it in the equation. So y equals 1, that's the equation of a line that is horizontal and passes through the point -1, 1. That's a really rough sketch, but hopefully it helps. So that's our equation, y equals 1. On to the next one. The line parallel to y equals 4x plus 1 passing through the origin. Remember that the origin is the point 0, 0, and if our line is going to be parallel to this one, then its slope must be the same. The slope of this line is 4, so the slope of our line must also be 4. Hence, the equation must be y equals 4x plus the y-intercept. But we know the y-intercept because we're told it passes through the origin. So where does it hit the y-axis? Well, at y equals 0. That's where it hits the y-axis. So the y-intercept is just 0, which is not worth writing. So our final answer would be y equals 4x. The last exercise is similar. We're writing the equation of the line perpendicular to y equals 4x plus 1 passing through the origin. So the only difference here is that we want the line to be perpendicular to this one. So its slope shouldn't be 4. That's the slope of this line. Its slope, to be perpendicular, should be the negative reciprocal of 4. The reciprocal of 4 is 1 over 4, and so the negative reciprocal is negative 1 over 4. Again, the y-intercept is just 0 because this line has to pass through the origin, so it hits the y-axis at 0. So that y-intercept of 0, we are not going to write. Final answer then is y equals negative 1/4 x. So those are a few examples of how to write the slope-intercept form equation of a line based on various descriptions. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and be sure to check out my Algebra 1 course and Algebra 1 exercises playlists in the description for more. Thanks for watching.
Stressed out, sweetie, I'm stressed out. Sounds like you've been stressed out. Tell me what you're stressed about. Stressed out, honey, I've been stressed out lately. Don't know what's what, don't know what I'm stressed about. Stressed out, sweetie, I'm stressed out. Sounds like you've been stressed out. Tell me what you're stressed about.